in basketball, not just the NBA, globally. Kawhi Leonard has withdrawn from Team USA. The Clippers and NBA star, well, they determined that it wasn't in his best interest to spend the summer preparing for the upcoming season. Keep in mind, Kawhi missed 41% of games, including playoff games, this year with the Clippers. Missed 41% of games since joining the Clippers 5 years ago. Joy, as soon as I saw this headline, I thought one very simple thought. Kawhi Leonard has ruined his basketball legacy. There was a period 5 years ago when we were comparing Kawhi Leonard to Michael Jordan. We said, and we were right when we said, he's the best two-way player the game has seen since Michael Jordan. We looked at his mid-range game and said, this is the most lethal mid-range game since Jordan. Kawhi Leonard could guard positions 1 through 5. There's a noticeable meme of Kawhi Leonard checking in, I believe it was the 2014 NBA Finals. LeBron James is at the free throw line in the peak of his career. He's about to shoot a free throw. He hears the buzzer from half court. He looks back. He sees it's Kawhi Leonard, and with fright in his eyes, he was like, oh no, here comes Kawhi Leonard. That's the clip. That's the clip. That's who Kawhi Leonard used to be, family. Kawhi Leonard was a hired mercenary in the game of basketball. The Toronto Raptors, they acquire Kawhi Leonard, and they win a championship like that. And Kawhi Leonard says, I'm good. I did what they paid me to do, and I did it at the highest level. A hired mercenary. Put fear in the minds of the best player in basketball at the time. Thus, Kawhi Leonard became the best player in basketball. But who is he now? He's an afterthought, an oft-injured afterthought. Who is he now? I'm going to remember Kawhi Leonard for ushering in player load management. That's who I'm going to remember Kawhi Leonard as. So how can you go from Michael Jordan comparisons to Greg Oden comparisons? That doesn't make sense. You injured like that, Kawhi? You don't ever get on the court, Kawhi? So I think his legacy, Joy, of being one of the greatest players of the generation is going to be ruined, because I'm not going to remember Kawhi as I should, as a two-time Finals MVP. I'm not going to remember him as I should, as one of the best players in basketball. I'm not going to remember him as I should. I think the best two-way player the NBA has seen since Michael Jordan. I'm going to remember him as a guy who could have been a top 10 player of all time if he would have stayed healthy.
Yeah. That Greg
Yeah, Greg Oden, like frog in my throat. Well, I'm a Heat fan, so I'm going to remember Kawhi Leonard as Kawhi Leonard. And I love that Toronto championship, because the second they got him, we'll find it somewhere, I said they were winning a championship. Because Toronto was there year after year, good team, solid, good coaching in the playoffs. Just need something. Just what is it? They just need something. Kawhi Leonard. Not surprising to me at all that they won a championship, because they added an all-time great player. I will remember Kawhi Leonard for being great. And look, Kawhi Leonard's not done playing basketball. He hasn't retired or anything. We're kind of talking about him like his career is over. But let's be honest, he hasn't finished the last 4 seasons healthy. I can't say that this is Kawhi's fault. Like, sometimes your body betrays you. But the heights of what Kawhi has accomplished cannot be erased. That is cemented. The cement is dry. He's one of 3 players all time to win Finals MVP with different teams, among LeBron and Kareem, 2 of the greatest to ever do it in everybody's top 10. He's the second youngest Finals MVP behind Magic Johnson, 6 times All-NBA, 6-time All-Star, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi Leonard was like that. If he ever gets to being completely healthy again, he will be that. But I don't need to see that to remember what Kawhi was. It is disappointing because Kawhi was so electrifying to watch. He was such an incredible player. He was the best player in the league at that time. It was a while ago, yeah, but he still did that. And he still did it for a stretch that put him in the top 75 players of all time. He's a 2-time champion. Again, we throw these championships around and we talk about this person's better than this person. He did do that. So, look, it's disappointing that he cannot stay healthy. I don't think that it's Kawhi's fault. I think it's just sometimes your body just decides that you're not going to be that way anymore. But like, I don't think it's because Kawhi doesn't take care of himself. I don't think it's because he's not serious about his training or rehab. It's just sometimes that happens. Kawhi Leonard is an all-time great player, and I'm not going to erase that just because of the way that these seasons have ended.
Yeah, no, I agree with Joy. He hasn't ruined his legacy, and I think he'll help you out a little bit, Acho, when he is accepted into the Hall of Fame and he gives his speech. I think that's when we'll celebrate a lot of the stuff that Kawhi has accomplished. But the only reason why I cannot say he hasn't ruined it, because that's where he's going. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and say somebody that's going into the Hall of Fame right when their career is over has ruined their legacy. Now, when you said yes, if he was healthy a whole lot more, that could have meant more championships. That could have meant more Defensive Players of the Year. That could have meant him being the best player in the NBA at his time for longer. But I still can't take away from what this dude has accomplished on the basketball court. And he's going to be walking into the Hall of Fame, and he's not done playing basketball yet. So I can't sit here and say he ruined his legacy. Now, do I wish that he was healthy more in his career? Yes, because I truly believe he would probably have another Defensive Player of the Year, probably have another Finals MVP, would have took his team to the Finals because he was on some really good teams, and he got hurt in the playoffs. So, yes, I wish that would have happened, but he's still going into the Hall of Fame, so I cannot say he ruined his career.
He is. What pains me, though, is like in sports, I love sports because sports is impartial. It's so hard to be an all-time great. Like, you got to stay healthy. You got to do all the little things right. Like, Tom Brady not only had to be Tom Brady, he had to be healthy. I think he missed that one season when he tore his ACL. Yeah. But besides that, like, Tom Brady, you had to be healthy. So often, we try to make these greats great. Who's the next Serena? Maybe Sloane Stephens going to be the next Serena. Maybe Coco Gauff going to be the next Serena. Maybe Naomi Osaka going to be. Good luck. You know how hard it was to be Serena? You got to be that good at that level for that long. It's near impossible. We run to say J.J. Watt's going to be the best defensive player. Yeah, good luck getting to 200 sacks. Good luck. Yeah. You got to have 20 sacks a year for 10 years. It's so hard to do that. So when I think about Kawhi getting injured, I'm just like, it's unfortunate. And I think now, Shady, I've seen as many bad years as I've seen good years. And maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment, like Joy and James have said.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, man. You talk about legacy, right? So I'm going to say no, it's not ruining his legacy. The other week, I was watching this documentary on Tiger Woods. I'm always like, I'm a nerd when it comes to looking at the old greats and learning about how they did it in the journey. And I think he was at 13 or 14. He won Masters, right? And I think he was stuck at like 14 for a while. And they were like, Tiger, man, like, why you can't win? What is it, right? Because you won so many so fast. And everybody thought his answer would be, well, you know, obviously the off the field stuff and this, that, and the third. And he said, my body. I only could do what my body lets me. And he started going through all these injuries and all that. So when I look at Kawhi Leonard, I'm like, yo, this dude is a competitor, right? He's a winner. You talk about all his accolades. First, he's a two-time world champion. That's hard as hell to do, right? You talk about the finals MVP, get two of them, right? The best thing about Kawhi, not only is it the defense player of the years back-to-back or making the all-75 team, it's like you can't take that from him. So, yeah, you probably can say this. If he wasn't injured, his legacy would be even better. Yeah. But if you just stop his legacy right now, today,
it's Hall of Fame.
It's Hall of Fame, and a lot of players can't say they did that. If you just look, if you Google him and run down the things he's done, players can't say they did that. Yeah. So when I look at him, yes, I would want more from Kawhi Leonard. We all want our favorite players to be healthy. We can name so many great players that got injured that, like, I don't know what the hell Derrick Rose would have been like. If he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? So we can always play that game. I just think that for Kawhi Leonard and a lot of these other great players, we have to respect and appreciate him now because it's going to be a time he won't be around.
Yeah, and it's crazy, too, because I think we underestimate the importance of being healthy. Like, a lot of people think
it's
like
hard
it's
to
just
do.
Easy to be healthy and all that. And it's not, though, and some of it's the luck of the draw. I was a terrible eater when I played, right? They used to all.
What you do now?
I'm just saying, I'm a terrible eater now. You know, I eat bacon and all that. But it was worse when I played.
That's why you lose every day.
Yes, but it was worse when I played because I knew I was running, I knew I was working out and all that. So I was eating everything. But it's certain people that the coach is like, hey, eat a banana and yogurt and all that type of stuff before you get on the plane. It help with inflammation. It's going and I seen these dudes with this strict diet, and you in the training room 24/7. You injured 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So staying healthy, yes, you want to put the right stuff in your body, but a lot of it's the luck of the draw too. I used to always tell the trainers, if I eat a banana or a yogurt and the 300-pounder follow me the right way, I'm hurt. The banana ain't saving me, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to stay healthy, man, and it's luck of the draw. Like LeBron, yes, he takes care of his body, but there's some luck involved in that.
But you can't do the but, though. Because I don't know Kawhi, right? He gets injured a lot, so he's not doing something right. I will say that. All the great dudes that I've been around that played for a long period of time, they do all the extra stuff that we're not doing. Man, Tom Brady, last year was 2020 with the Bucks. Now, I've been around good players and great players, right? And Tom is a great player in his own